Welcome to our Dawn of Discovery tutorial, this time covering the economy. In this series of tutorials, we offer a deeper look into the much anticipated Dawn of Discovery and ask the developers for information on what's new in this compelling strategy game. This time, we met up with executive producer Christopher Schmitz and lead game designer Dirk Riegert at Related Designs in Mainz to ask them questions on the economy system. Our first question goes directly to Dirk Riegert, and we want to hear how they changed the build-up and complexity in the game.
The new Anno is a strategy game that's focused on building and economy, so there are plenty of new wares and goods for the player to discover. For beginners, there's a flat learning curve, new features are introduced with a slow pace, and for the pro gamers, in the end, there's a lot to do in the later hours of the game, so I think there's something for everyone.
Okay, so much for the beginning. Now let's come to the Orient. What part does it play? And what technologies can be obtained there? We ask Christopher Schmitz.
In Anno 1404 we wanted to do something new, and we were looking for a good idea, so the fan base and the press has advised us to introduce a new culture, and yeah, here we go. We have introduced the Orient. Within the game, the player can meet the Orient, he can learn all of their technologies, and for example, he can learn how to build a Noria, which is required to make the desert bloom, to make the southern islands green, and in a consequence, he can build almond farms to create almonds, because almonds were the base for a lot of kind of different sweets, and my home people, they want these kind of sweets, otherwise they won't be happy, so that's the interaction you basically have, so in the end, you are the friend of the Orient.
Sounds like an exciting and measured improvement, but how could this feature have been improved? We let Dirk Riegert explain.
The inhabitants of the Anno settlements have different needs, and there was a big change going on with that feature because we introduced for the first time subcategories for the different needs. For example, people will develop the need for clothing, and in the beginning the citizens will only need some linen frock, and later on in the game the aristocrats, they need other stuff such as fur coats or brocade robes, for example. So we have the possibility to make the game more complex in the end for pro gamers, but we keep it simple for the beginners, and we don't need to introduce a lot of different needs to make it more challenging, so the beginners won't lose focus.
Look out for the next tutorial.